The third recording on improvising on Happy Birthday. First of all, you got the melody. Well, it's basic. And I hope you got that along with some really neat ending. I'll go into more of that later on. Maybe during this recording, but we'll see. Okay, now, you got, if you add your minor seventh, it's so much more colorful a chord. And for modern purposes, it's important to be colorful. This kind of thing where you have is just too classical, is too plain. There's not enough color, there's not enough life, excuse me. It's just blah. But when you add something that, now that's very classical also. But it's just that it's adds that color. Yeah, you can just keep that same thing. Now the same notes here in the right hand. Now notice that my hands are not always together. Okay, this situation it has to be with a beat. Don't forget your basics on that. Now improvise it. Foot beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. Or 3 and. Now, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That comes on 3. Everything is on a beat. If you get it off the beat, going into the beat, it's more interesting. See? Or even on the beat, but just not 3, 1, but 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do anything. Don't try to stick with just the tried and true, or what's the general thing, and well, that's fine, but come on, do something with it, you know, especially these chords here. The C major, put the C on top, and put the minor seventh on the bottom. If you want to put your down, but that's again a little bit classical. You got the root still, you don't need it down here. C, E, G, B flat. Now, putting things this way, not this way. Well, let's see what we can do. See? One hand, then the other hand. Are you getting it? Can you hear that? Da 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 da. It's this way, and it makes so much more interest as to what you're doing rather than just the straightforward kind of thing. It's important to get this sort of idea of what you're doing. You've got to get the rhythm though. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Go back to that. Go back to that always and do it in different keys until it just gets in your ear. That basic 1, 2, 3, but then start with something different. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See, I'm just playing anything with these three notes. The more you play around with these things, the more acquainted you become with the language of music. You're expressing yourself somehow. And how are you expressing yourself? You're expressing yourself with sounds. But when did the sound occur? Well, all right. That occurs afterward. Or it occurs after that way. Or this. And then add your dominant here. Or just the minor seventh here. If you've had the groove here, you don't need it again here like this. So, pretty much that's it. You've got work to do. This is the basic information, this is the basic video. Always when you're trying something brand new, try it straight down the road. Da, 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 da. Make sure you understand the function of your notes here. Also make sure you have your bass notes that you like. Well, that makes some sense. You come to the end of a sentence. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Then you go into a different sentence. Or you can do a little bit more. Or, because if you start with a dominant, you start with a tonic. See, sometimes together, sometimes, you know, waterjog, whatever you want to express it. But, see again here, you get the minor 7, you can put it all together. Or, now I put those together. I didn't put the other ones together. Practice that. Try it. You know, da-da. Together. See, I did the opposite just a minute ago. That's exactly what you're looking for. Do it one way and then do it the opposite the next time. And always do it with a sense of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And keep that going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, da, 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 da. This is the joy of music making. This is just plain fun, when you can start doing things like that and not be locked into something that's regarded as the correct way of doing it, or the way it's written, or what you should do. Oh, I hate those words. They are so suppressive of creativity. Creativity means doing something different. Every composer in history was a creator of something different. They did not do it the old way. How did they come about it? They did it with improvisation. They simply sat at the piano and tried these various things that I'm trying to express to you to do. Do different things. Don't put things together. Don't put things on the beat. Put things off the beat. Change your rhythm. I don't know. There's just so many possibilities. And I understand that when you're a beginning pianist at doing this that you've never done before, whether you are a classical pianist that have never done this, or if you've had a couple of years of beginning piano, now you want to branch out into improvisation, you know, this is where it's at. This is creating something. This is understanding the language of music. This is making music part of your life, instead of being a worker, so to speak. You know, let's say in an orchestra, you have to play exactly what's written there, otherwise it doesn't fit in with the orchestra. Well, you're a worker, you know, and workers get paid sometimes very well. Nothing wrong with being a worker in any kind of a job. But with music, you want to be a creator. And the only way you can be a creator, even on a song as basic as you know, a Twinkle Twinkle or Happy Birthday, it's just important to do things differently so that you become a creator, you become an improviser. You do something different than somebody else does it. And then people pick up and say, oh, how did you do that? That's nice. Sometimes you say, I don't know, I just came across it. And you begin to work with it a little bit. All I'm doing here is giving you possibilities, opening up your eyes a little bit as to how you can get out of the rut of a dead-end street of memorizing pieces and memorizing things that are already written. Those are just dead-end streets. You've got to get away from it. So I think we'll finish off here because you've got some work to do. So have fun with it, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.